Alright guys, I'm going to read today's storytime book for you, and the title of the story is The Vegetables We Eat, and this story is written by the author Gail Gibbons. And I think it's pretty cool the way that the illustrator wrote the letters here for the word vegetables. What do you guys see that she used to write all those letters? It's pretty cool, huh? All right. The Vegetables We Eat by Gail Gibbons. Look at all the vegetables. Vegetables are the parts of plants that are grown to be eaten. Most are annuals. Some are perennials. Annuals are plants that grow for only one growing season, and they must be replanted to grow again. Perennials are plants that grow for many growing seasons without having to be replanted. So that means there's some plants that just keep growing every year and you don't have to keep putting the seeds in the ground. Isn't that cool? It is good for us to eat vegetables. They are nutritious and they help keep our bodies strong and healthy. Plus, they're tasty too. So, why do you need to keep your body healthy and strong? Why is that important? We eat vegetables in different ways. What are some of the ways you guys eat them at your homes? Vegetables grow to be different shapes, sizes, and colors. As we're going through, we can look at all the different colors the vegetables come in. And I think you guys can think about why you think the vegetables are coming in these different colors, and maybe we'll learn about it as we move forward. Botanists group the different vegetables according to the part of the vegetable that is eaten. There are 8 groups of vegetables: a leaf, bulb, flower bud, root, tuber, stem, fruit, and seed. We're going to learn about all of them as we turn the page. We eat the leaves of all of these vegetables. And here's some more. You see any that you like? Here's one of Miss Eileen's favorites, the Brussels sprouts. We eat the bulbs that grow beneath the ground. So these are all grown underground. I think you guys probably know a lot about these over here. Your mommies and daddies use them in cooking a lot? I bet. The flower buds of these vegetables are eaten. So this broccoli, when you eat the cauliflower, the artichoke, thus you're eating the flower bud. Like the buds that you see on all those pretty pink buds that you see on the trees. The roots of these vegetables are eaten. They grow beneath the ground. So these beets, they're all roots, and carrots. This is radishes and turnips. These are all roots that grow underneath the ground. The edible part of these vegetables, the tuber, grows beneath the ground. So these the potatoes, they aren't root vegetables, but they are vegetables that grow off of roots. And they're called tubers, I guess. The stems of these vegetables are eaten. Some stem vegetables are perennials. So we see mostly celery, asparagus. The cool thing about the asparagus, which you guys might be eating at home, is that it is a perennial, which again means that you don't have to plant it every year. You don't have to use seeds every year. It will come up on its own if you keep your garden healthy. It's kind of cool. and fruit vegetables. Here's some fruit vegetables that we eat. And you can see that these fruit vegetables are just come in every color imaginable, every color of the rainbow. We got red tomatoes and yellow squash and orange pumpkins and green zucchinis and cucumbers and peppers and even purple. We got some purple eggplants in here. We eat the seeds of these plants. Some seed vegetables grow in pods. Sometimes the pods are eaten too. Do you guys eat any of these seeds? Let's see if I can find my favorite. I love eating beans. Love eating beans. Corn, snow peas. You can actually crisp these and put some salt on them in the oven. Very good. Soybeans are a special seed vegetable. They can be used in many ways. Some soybeans are used to make food products. Soybean oil is used to make many non-food items. So soybeans, what you might recognize about this is tofu. You might eat tofu at home, or soy sauce, which they use a lot in Chinese restaurants and cooking from different Asian countries. It's a very popular condiment to use. When it gets warm enough, many people enjoy planting, growing, and later harvesting their own vegetables. Most often, they buy packets of seeds that have directions. And this says how to grow your own vegetable garden. And these are some of the different tools that you might need. And I know I've seen some of your gardens, and you have told me about the fertilizer that you've used. You might use shovels and rakes to keep the soil or the dirt nice and smooth. But if you guys were to grow your own vegetable gardens, what vegetables would you grow? What would be the first 3 to come to your head that you would be dying to put into the ground so that you could grow? The first 3 vegetables. Some people plant starter plants called seedlings. Most of the time, vegetable seeds or starter plants are planted in straight rows or in circles. So they're usually planted straight across. The garden must be weeded and watered regularly. The plants will begin to grow. So it's a lot of work having a garden. In cities, like where we live, many people might grow their vegetables in containers. You remember Miss Eileen showed you her greenhouse container that she was starting to grow? I'm going to check in on my bean plants a little bit later. The vegetable plants will soon become bigger until they are ready for harvesting. Here's a new word. What do you think the word harvesting means? Can you see what they're doing here? I'm going to let you think about that. Great big vegetable farms. Farmers fertilize the soil. Then the fields are plowed and harrowed and planted. A harrow is what smooths the soil so that it's ready for planting. Big sprinkling systems are used to water the vegetable plants. At the end of the growing season, the vegetables are harvested. There's that word again. And some of these big farms, they have these big machines to harvest their vegetables. You see what it's doing? It's kind of picking the plants and putting them into the back of the truck. Why do you think they might have to use these trucks or machines on these big farms? You think they could do all that by themselves? Refrigerator trucks haul the vegetables to processing plants. There, they will be washed and sorted. Some are frozen, some are canned, and the rest will be sold fresh. The vegetables are shipped to stores near and far away for people to buy. At grocery stores, fresh vegetables are on display. Canned vegetables line shelves. Frozen vegetables are found in freezers. Some people buy fresh vegetables at farm stands. It is fun to pick out what to buy. Look at all the delicious vegetables. You can see our whole rainbow of colors over here again. That looks yummy. The end.